I was halfway through a glass of overpriced red wine, sitting across from my boyfriend in a dimly lit bistro, when his phone buzzed on the table. We exchanged a quick, apologetic smile as he reached for it, expecting the usual work-related interruption. But when his face drained of color and he stammered out an awkward excuse before answering, I felt a cold pit form in my stomach. The word wife was the only thing I caught from his end of the conversation, and it sounded like a detonating bomb in the quiet hum of the restaurant. My mind was a blur of disbelief and betrayal as he mumbled and nodded, oblivious to the fact that his world was crumbling in my eyes. I stared at the flickering candle between us, my heart pounding in my ears, trying to make sense of the implications. Could this be some twisted joke? But there was no humor in his eyes when he finally hung up and looked at me with a mixture of guilt and desperation. His lips moved, spilling out explanations about a complicated divorce and not wanting to lose me, but the words bounced off my shock-numbed mind. I felt the weight of every lie he'd ever told me, every promise he'd made, and every moment of intimacy that was now tainted. I stood abruptly, the chair scraping loudly against the floor, and turned to leave without a word. As I walked out, I heard him call my name, a plea that tugged at my heart even as I tried to steel myself against it. The night air hit my face like a slap, and I realized I was trembling, not just from the cold but from the internal storm of betrayal and anger. In the days that followed, I replayed that moment endlessly, oscillating between rage and heartbreak. I wanted to confront him, to demand answers, but the deeper fear was what those answers would reveal about my own blindness and longing for a perfect love that never existed. The twist, the cruel irony, was the realization that I had ignored all the signs, choosing instead to believe in the fantasy he had woven around us. In the end, it wasn't just his betrayal that shattered me, it was my own self-deception.